Hello and welcome to our final OOP project video. And in this video, we will be discussing the last implementations that we have done for our game. And then we will be showing you our final game and how it runs. So to just list down some things that we did, main things that were also required in the rubric, we added a design pattern, which was factory design pattern. And we displayed our knives on the screen, the number of knives that the user had, and we moved them according to what key the user called them on, and we applied operator overloading, function overloading, inheritance, and many other concepts that we will show you throughout time in this video, and then run the game towards the end. So as you can see over here, we had made a class factory lives, which the main purpose of this factory life was to create the lives according to whatever object was being passed in the function. And if the integer was 1, then it will create bull lives. If the integer was 2, it will create person lives and display them on the screen. And the next thing that we did was to display knives according to what key was being called. If the user called the key A, the knife would move towards the left side, and if the user pressed the key D, the knife would move towards the right side. And we passed integers in the function create knife 1 and 2 so that our function would know if the integer is 1 or 2 which knife to create. Also, one thing that we did was to add more complexity to this game, the user would only be able to generate 6 knives, 3 knives to the left and 3 knives to the right, and if the number of knives finish before the game ends, the user loses the game. As I said before, if type equals to 1, it was generating knives 1. This is the parameter that we were passing, and we had minus k1, which was operator overloading, which checked in the class of the main knife. This operator overloading checked if the number of knives did not finish, it would only generate a new knife then. And as the knife was being generated on the screen, we would remove it from our vector display on the screen so that the user knows how many knives they have remaining. Operator overloading was done by in our class knife 1 and knife 2, where we took operator and applied overloading on the sign minus, and then we subtracted the number of knives like this, minus minus. Function overloading, as you can see, was done on the move function for the person, where we were passing either 1 or 2 parameters in our fly function. I will show you what this means. If only one parameter was being passed in fly, it means the user can only move right and left. The user only called to move right or left, and these were the sprite coordinates. And if the user was jumping, which was moving above, the sprite coordinates would change accordingly. We also applied inheritance on our life class. We had 2 classes derived from the main parent class of life, bull lives and person life. And now we are going to run the game to show you the functionality. As you saw, the user lives finished before the bull lives could finish, and that showed the YOLO screen. And now I will run the game again to show you what happens when the number of knife finish before the person finishes the bull lives. Also, we added music to our game, which plays in the background every time we run it. So you saw both cases where the person was winning the game and where the person was losing the game. And this concludes our final video for our project. Thank you for listening.